Hey everybody, I'm meteorologist Gavin Sandell. It's the eve of the new NFL season, one that spans so many months and cities. With all of this weather possible over such a long time, sometimes Mother Nature can star as another player on the field. How does this sport get impacted by weather? And we'll start with the most prominent form, rain. And it's something that you see over so many months in so many cities, pretty much every city as well. And it not only impacts the athlete, but it also impacts the field and its conditions. First off, because the field is just so damp. You see so many people slipping and sliding, receivers slipping on routes, quarterbacks slipping when the snap occurs. So there's less traction for backs and receivers, anyone that is trying to shift a bunch. Also, the football gets very slick, so if you do handle the snap or you are a back, there is more of a chance for you to fumble the ball or drop the ball as well. All in all, there's an emphasis on the ground game. Rushing, you just have more security with the ball, so you just stray away from passing, and with less passing typically is less scoring as well. Let's flip the calendar now to winter, and you typically see this in a lot of northern cities. Green Bay, think New York, Philly, Kansas City, they have a lot of snow games. And you basically take what you see during rain games and flip it and add on just these other things. Visibility also, with the size of snowflakes, you get blinding snow and it limits the amount of passes that occurs and kickoffs as well. Any long passes you really wouldn't be able to see during the snow. Kickers also, it makes their job tremendously harder when they try to kick a field goal because of the snow and ice that is on the ground. All in all, it's what you call a battle of the trenches. Offensive line versus defensive line, you see a lot of physical, tough games with not a lot of scoring. So continuing on with more weather, we'll talk about not precipitation, but temperatures. And we're going to go both sides of the spectrum here. When it's cold, you don't have too many impacts on the surface, but just on the players themselves. So if you're on the field, if it's 20 degrees, your muscles tend to tighten. They're less springy. There's less performance on there. And if you have a stiffer muscle and stiffer surfaces as well, that field is going to feel really hard. If you fall on it, you're going to increase your injury chances as well. Now, completely turn that on the opposite way when you have warmth, because now your muscles are fine, but you sweat much more often, especially when dew points are high. Sweat and fatigue becomes much of a problem, and then you have thinner air as well, which can actually lend itself to be a good thing for kickers because the air is less dense, and it means less resistance to travel for field goals. So you actually see a lot of these field goals occurring during warmer weather. So now let's talk about wind. When you have field goals going like this in all crazy directions, you see crazy videos as well when there's very windy games. Kicking, it just becomes so unreliable. You have many more teams going for it on fourth downs. Long passes as well, kind of on the same theme. They become errant with distance and with wind swirling all over the stadium. So there is more emphasis on the ground game. Again, those rushes, those surefire couple of yard gains. So you don't see as many passes, as many points as well. So with all that being said, there's a lot of negatives. Let's talk to you about what I would say, my opinion is, the best type of weather in a football game. I would say light wind, anything greater than about 10, 20 mile an hour gusts would impact throws and kicks. And you really want it to be kind of that fall-like weather. Not too cold, not too warm, that Goldilocks spot. I'd say 50, 60 degrees with limited humidity. And also, if you add any rain or any snow into the mix, then you're just going to make it real sloppy and make it a battle of the trenches here. So I'm really excited for football season to start coming, and you won't want to miss this year's kickoff game featuring the defending champion Eagles against the Dallas Cowboys tomorrow at 8:20 on WFMJ. For Weather 101, I'm Gavin Sandell.